like to do a quick thank you for getting me to 160 whole subscribers. But let's head back into today's tutorial where we're going to be UV unwrapping this transforming cane that we made here. So let's start with the top and go to the bottom just like we did when we were texturing it. Or I mean, when we were smoothing it. And one thing I just realized that this is not completely centered, so I'm going to move that up to there. So that is centered. And let's see if that part is centered. Doesn't look like it, so probably should have looked at this piece first. Okay. And alright, I like that. So now let's select this piece. Freeze the transformations, Alt-Shift-D to delete the history, as you can see if I can cozy. There's all that history, we don't want that. Alt-Shift-D will get rid of all of that. But then that also means that you won't be able to go back once you've changed some more things. So let's also freeze transformation, center the pivot, and then click here to automatically unwrap it. But usually we have to fix some things, but sometimes we don't. So I'm going to drag select all of it, unfold it once it's done, and then lay it out. And let's see the pieces that we have here. So this seems to be... that's that. Ooh, these guys are the insides. But now what are those pieces? I believe I know what they are. Are they the top parts? Okay, that's good. This is actually pretty not bad. If I do that, we can see... don't think we need to change anything on that, so that makes things easier. Next up we have this piece right here. I'm going to Alt-Shift-D, center the pivot, freeze the transformations. That's interesting. Completely changes the axes. But I'm gonna UV. Or actually, no, we could. Yeah, we could probably automatically unwrap that one. Unfold it and do that. Let me see how a cylindrical one would look. That was unfolded, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. Actually, let's see. We could rotate this. Or that's not rotating. I actually forgot how to rotate it the other way. 1 second. Okay, so I fiddled with it a little bit, and I decided that it would probably be best to just automatically unwrap it just like that. So with this unfolded and like that, I believe there should be seams down there. Yep. So let's double click on this one, and in this area right here, hold down Shift, right click, move and sew. And I'm going to do the same for here. Move and sew. Same for this piece, move and sew. Same for this piece, move and sew. Move and sew. Move and sew. I believe this should work. There we go. Okay. Way better. And we can leave the bottom just like that. Yeah. Okay. So with that looking better, that piece is finished. And when we're done with these, actually, I want to just assign the Lambert one to them because they are finished. And let's not forget this little guy. So I'm gonna automatically unwrap that one. Before I do that, actually, I forgot to Alt-Shift-D, turn the pivot, freeze the transformations, and then select the entire UV shell again, unfold it, and then do that. So there are some tiny things we could fix with this, but I don't really see the point of fixing them right now because it's such an insignificant small item that no one will ever see that if the seam's in there, so that's fine. I'm not going to deal with that piece. So I'm just going to give it the Lambert one. Okay, this piece, just automatically unwrap it, go back in here. Always forget that one thing. Alt-Shift-D, delete history, center the pivot, freeze the transformations. And, yep, okay. And let's see what our UVs look like after they have been unfolded and laid out. looks pretty good. We can always fix this top one too. Let's see. Although I think, yeah, let's fix this top. So I'm gonna double click on that, and do shift, move in so. Shift, double click on that, move in so. And as you can see, basically the reason why you would unwrap, like why I would fix this kind of stuff, is you see how without it, that seam right there basically stops the texture. So let's say we had a procedural texture going on, it would go procedural and then it would stop and then it would start again there. But with it being unwrapped, Control Y, you see how the squares just keep going and they're the same size and stuff. So the procedural would just keep going around. So that's what we want. Alright, so let's close out of that now that that's unwrapped. And I'm going to assign the Lambert 1 texture to it. And see if I'm recording. Yep, okay. Sometimes I don't record and I talk to myself for hours, so it's annoying. I'm going to, what is it called? Automatically unwrap it. And of course, always try to get to Alt-Shift-D to delete the history, center the pivot, freeze the transformations. Looks good. Gonna open this back up and select it all, unfold it, and lay it out. Fix the top ones again. Just remember going to Shift, right click, move in so. And I believe I did that in the wrong area. Am I clicking the right thing? No, not. Okay, there we go. So now if we go and just select all that, unfold it, and lay it out, looks great. On to the next piece. After this is given Lambert 1. Okay, Alt-Shift-D, center the pivot, freeze the transformations, open up our UV editor, select all of that, unfold it, and lay it out, and easy peasy. In fact, yeah, okay, it's a good seam. Let's give that the Lambert 1, and move on to the final two pieces. Okay, so Alt-Shift-D, center to pivot, freeze the transformations, make sure that it works. Open this up. I'm gonna select all the UVs here, do automatic, unfold it, and lay it out. And usually with really simple things like this, there's usually nothing you have to do, and this is the case like that. So let's exit out of there. I'm gonna select this, and let's see what we can do here. I actually want to push that in a bit more. Alt-Shift-D, center to pivot, freeze the transformations, and open up our UVs. Select them, unfold them. Actually, we need to automatically do them. Unfold them, lay them out, and fix this top. So with that, actually just one at a time. Just gonna double click on those to fix those. This we can move in so. Same for these, so I'm gonna shift click, move in so, shift click that edge, move in so. Make sure it's doing this for the bottom. Yep. Okay. Now just unfold it, sew it together, and I think I messed up on part of it. Let's see. Might have been something I didn't want to mess with. Pretty sure those should be Control Y. No, the reason why is because we need to have at least one seam, so we can have that seam right there. And alright. How's this looking? It's better. I'm gonna split this right here. That edge, I'm gonna go to Shift, or actually no, Shift X, which is the hotkey to cut that piece. So what that should do is have created another thing right there. Yep. So we can select this edge and then do Shift, right click, move and sew. And actually that did not do what I wanted it to do. I want to do that here. And what I believe that did what I can also do is shift double click those, move in so, and oops, shift double click those, move in so, and then if I were to select all UVs, unfold, lay them out, there we go, that fixed it, and now we have our seam middle-ish, and that piece is back connected. We do need to fix this area right here though, so I'm going to do that same thing, select that one, move in so that, select these, move in so, select those and move in so, bottoms, okay, so I'm just going to unfold them and lay them out. So right now I don't see anything wrong with our UVs. If you catch anything, then you know how to fix it, but right now our UVs actually look pretty good, so I think we're done with that. In the next episode, oh, I forgot to as well add the Lambert one to this, so we will have something easy for the next episode. Save this as well. Next episode, we will begin texturing this in Substance Painter. If not finish it, it'll usually be the longest episode. And I'll also show you how to create a high version and a low version of this model. So, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.